up to speed, up to speed, up to speed.
Live from the apocalypse, the fake love makes the hate feel better. This is State of the Game. Welcome. And I am Dan O, founder of Freemusicempire, and here to tell you, don't ever make fun of the grays in my beard or grays when you see me, because I got a bus full of people I wish could be gray with me, and they're not. So I'm a survivor. So, and my co-host here every week, um, you know, fresh off, trips around the world, open silk shirts, you know, uh, giant drinks and little pools.
Absolutely.
KB, thank you for
Summertime.
taking the time.
Yeah.
KK really does that thing. Where like you are posting pictures so your enemies like feel terrible.
Right.
K K'll be leaning on the leaning tower of Pisa and just be like looking into the haters' eyes. You know what I mean? On the Insta, it's he's killing them right now. So thank you for being here. We are here with very excited to talk to you for the first time. I was looking through the production discography and just whistling. Like this is a group of producers who just lace fastballs to ill MCs.
Pretty accurate.
You're talking Bub Rock, you're talking Water, motherfucking Water. You're talking, but our other guests, the standouts make beats that real lyricists can't wait to rip into. So thank you for being here.
Much appreciated, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. And also, simply put, my favorite Canadian MC, Lord Juco. Thank you for joining us. Canada has come up, and you are still my favorite Canadian MC.
Thank you. I'm my favorite Canadian MC.
And Break a Leg really does tap into why. There is a part of me that I'm a very positive person. I walk around trying to do the most I can for people around me and whoever I run into. But there is a part of me, an angry part of me in the back of my head that says, you people need to stop fucking talking about your feelings and get real things done.
Yeah.
And that's the Lord Juco in me.
It's hard.
Fuck the pity party.
Break a Leg is that in force, and inspired by real life incidents. So I'm really excited to dig into this. To start with the standouts, you guys have worked with Juco. Was White Walls the first?
Yes, that was us trying to just work with him because I listened to him on SoundCloud and then Killer Tape Network mixes and stuff, and I kept hearing him and he was picking like the craziest beats, and I was like, man, I got some. We had beats like these. We're from Fort Worth, but we've set on beats like this for a long time. And so when we heard Juco, we was like, man, I think Juco would fuck with these. So we were sending them beats, and he wasn't responding initially. So, but we just kept sending beats. That's what we do. We send beats and go about our business. And then by the time he responded, he was like, "Yo, I think we got a whole album." And then we started chopping it up and put it together. It was crazy. So yeah, that was the first. That was like the man after Bud Rock was the first artist. Man, Juco might have been the second that I reached out to. That I was like looking for rappers and looking for dope talent, and he was like the second person I came across.
That's awesome. So that was and that album was incredible and sucked me in, I think the first thing I really got into Juco for was Midnight Suns, the feature he does, the track with Zilla and Billy Woods.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's it at that point I wanted to do my research, right? I was like, ooh, I need to go back and figure this
Right.
person out. And the White Walls cover is spectacular.
Crazy. Crazy.
So that was a great entry point to what you did. And so the question is, how have you seen Juco evolve over these years?
Um, he's, I mean, when I came across Juco, he was already super nice, but like he gets sharper. And one thing about it is he knows how to execute a project. He's only gotten better at picking beats and the seat, like everything matters. And like the further we go along, like the further I see him applying it that way, and then it makes us apply it that way. Like everything matters with Juco. The artwork, the visual, the sequencing, the mix, like, and that's the type of artist that we like to work with. So he's only gotten sharper and better as the time went on. Um that's why Break a Leg is such a special project, because it's like the culmination to us from where we started to where we are now. We've
Mm.
all come so far as men and in our respective crafts.
Right.
Yeah, it really feels like Juco can now kill you in like a minute and a half if you want.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. This has gotten more and more.
Yeah.
The iron and got sharper.
What's the
You know what I'm
word?
saying? It's just-
Poignant. That's the word. So he says a lot without, like, he'll say one phrase that'll catch you, and it means a lot. Is, you know what I'm saying? But it's like he says it in a simple way, or he'll say it in a slick way. It just, he's a ninja.
No, it's yeah. So first, Jugo, tell us the story of Break a Leg, of how you came about the injury, the recovery, how this fit into that time frame.
First, let me just say I don't take compliments well, so I hate this shit.
That's fine. That's
Get that out the way.
Shut up.
Without these guys, my pen doesn't move like that. You know what I mean? Like I could rap. We could all rap till we're blue in the face, but to really get JUCO going, like I need the standouts. I need Finn. I need specific producers. You know what I mean? And from day one, they've catered to my sound, and it's only made the music easier to make and better for all of us. So
Yeah.
I had to lead off with that. Like, just get that out.
That's fair. That's fair.
And Break a Leg, I literally just snapped my leg in my driveway on ice on some bullshit.
Dang.
Fibula, clean break, didn't spill my beer, broke my fucking leg. And that, like, just, quick snapped, hospital, cast 6 months. And I'm a guy who does a lot. Like, I do a lot. I work full time. I got 3 kids. I do this rap shit. I have side, like, I do a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
To be sat down and, like, it's hard to wipe your own ass. Like, that shit that was a lot for me. You know what I mean? To be like 6 months, like, oh, this is crazy. My creativity went absolutely bananas, but I was just mad because I couldn't, you know what I mean? And you can hear it in the music. Like, there's a lot of life
Yes.
lessons in there. I'm talking to myself too, but like, I'm just angry. I can't be, and I'm watching people, like, leapfrog over me at the same time, and like, that's just my own insecurity comparing myself to other people.
Sure.
Which in the album you can hear me come full circle and just be like, you know what, I don't give a fuck about none of these people no more. Like,
Yeah.
it's me. That's all I'm worried about. But in that time, like, once you get into a negative mindset, it really takes you there. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah. It's spirals, man.
negative and everything, and that's kind of what happened. And then I took a little break, and then when I caught back to it, I was like, as negative as it is, it sounds beautiful. And,
Yeah.
and it really worked. And then we tied it up, and it came full circle, and it was like, yo, I said a lot in 10 songs. You know what I mean?
Like, were you conscious that you were in a negative space, or was the music revealing itself as being negative?
The music revealed itself. So I broke my leg 2 years ago, and then I did most of that album within the year, I'd say. You guys could correct me if I'm wrong. I think we did most of it within the year.
Yeah.
it was real quick.
Matter of fact, if I could interject,
Go ahead.
when Juco hit me, he told me that he got the injury and he messed his leg up and stuff like. And I knew he was gonna be sitting down. I kind of start like sending beats like of somebody that would be stuck in the house. So like if you, I swear, like if I'm lying, I'm flying. Juco, the Winterlude beat. What were you going through when I sent you that beat?
I think you can hear it.
You can hear it. I was like, this nigga sad.
You can hear it. Like, yo, and it's crazy because I'm blessed. I'm telling you, I can see deer tracks from my living room. Like that's
right.
I'm looking outside, I see beautiful things, and I'm just mad in the house, mad. I'm laid up.
Like it sounded like that loop sounded like it was cold, but you're stuck. Anyway, like you know what I'm saying? It was like,
and that's
so
exactly
that's how like a lot of especially with Juco, because we do have a lot of similarities as far as being a family man, having 3 kids, and we both drive F-150s, I think, and stuff like that. Yeah, so we had a lot of comments. So a lot of it's easy to cook up for Juco because of our conversations and stuff. So it's like we have a lot of in common, so it makes it easier to work.
Yep. No, I think if I had a tagline on this, K, it would be not an album about self-hatred, but about a universe of hatred being created by one person.
Yep.
Like there is self-hatred here, like Juco mentions, where he's like wondering if he's gonna do it or get back to it, but it's intermingled with hating what people are talking about and what people are doing or what people are not doing. It's all intermingled.
The juxtaposition doesn't even make sense because I go from like imposter syndrome to I'm the best alive, and it's like,
You're right.
How do you go from this to that? Like, how does that even make sense to anyone? And like, I don't know. Like the album will tell you. Like,
but what it is like it's
like a raw expression of thought,
right. It's like and the thing about it is really, if you think about it, is like it's like it's like not self-hatred or the opposite of that. It's like humanity. Like when you're in a situation, you're thinking like you got like you hear pride. You know what I'm saying? Like that manly pride, ego. That you have to tear down to build back up. So that's kind of what the album is. It's like if you even listen to Break a Leg, he's like tearing down his own ego. It's like talking about vulnerability, and then the smooth part. Like this is the artistic part of it. Like when he fumbles in the verse, that's like a part of the humanity. Like I'm so fucked up. Like right now, I can't even let me get this out. Like it's like he's getting it out, and you can hear that in the art and I mean in the song. And so it's like it's more humanity than self-hatred. It's just, especially for men, like he said, like men with families that have stuff to do, or people that work hard at their craft, and they're not where exactly they want to be yet, but they have to think like, I've come far though. Like you can hear it, so it's dope.
Yeah, there's a point in this, K, where Juco used my dad's favorite insult and it was wild. I think he kicked off the song and said, "I'm sorry I asked for your help. I should have done it myself."
yep.
My dad used to do a slick version of this where he'd like kind of rub my back and be like, "Don't worry about it, buddy. It's don't worry about it. I shouldn't have asked you to do it.
There's
I
nothing
have done it
more
myself."
degrading than that. Yeah, there's nothing more degrading than that. Like, yeah, it's my fault for asking you. Like that's you ever see those jokes where the kid's shaking with the flashlight and his dad's yelling at him?
Yep.
That was me. So like I know exactly how that feels. You know what I mean? Like, one thing I've learned about this album is I can do it myself. You know what I mean? Obviously, without the standouts, it doesn't happen. But I'm saying like to take the idea, make it an album, put it on wax, have it out in the world. Like, we sometimes doubt ourselves and rely on other people and channels and what we've been told and advice from others and what other people have done. But like realistically, we have all the capabilities in house to do everything ourselves. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You really got to know your resources.
Absolutely.
For real.
That's dope. Kay, how did you feel about the album Break a Leg?
I liked it. because it was one of those things where, like, on first listen, it seems like it's not necessarily a joyous album, but just like just someone like shit talking, just having a good time. But when you really when you listen to it multiple times and you dive into the lyrics, the themes kind of start presenting themselves a little bit more, you know?
And that's how albums should go. You have
Yep.
to listen a couple times, and
Yeah.
that's even Juco mentions it in the album about how it's never surface level. He said that on a couple
Right.
songs itself. So it's like you have to, you can't come back. Like, I mean, all this stuff, man. Juco be talking that talk. Everything I'm about to say, he said it in the album. You
Right.
can't listen to a song. You can't listen to an album one time and try to write a review and have an opinion. It doesn't work that way, And so, like, this album for us, as far as me personally, I just feel like this album is one of those where it's like we're unapologetic. This is us. We know we got a heater on our hands, and it might not be today, it might be years down the line, but this is going to stand the test of time, and it's all real. So that's how we approached it.
That's awesome. Yeah. On the second listen, Kay, I was like, this might be the angriest first song of the year.
Love it.
Which is ironic because the first bar is they said break a leg. I took that personally. I thought that was hilarious because
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I thought that was funny. So
No, it is.
No, it wasn't funny because your leg was broken. So
Yeah. No, it's a funny album. There is funny stuff happening around the periphery. It's a dark comedy,
yeah, there you go.
No question about that shit to me.
And let me just say this, Kay. I promise you, if you listen to the album 30 times, you'll hear something different 30 times. That's a fact. And that's not just this album. That's any album. Like my friends, you tell anyone. The Standout said it in this interview already. Everyone who listens to me has the same comment where it's like, yo, I'll hear the same song 100 times. On the 100th listen, I just caught, what did you say here?
yeah.
Because I make everything real simple, but nothing is really simple. Like there's always something deeper. You know what I mean? But I present it in a like maybe a cocky, funny way, but I promise you, there's something beneath everything.
Yeah. I was thinking about that with the album closer with Slumlord.
Yeah.
It's like you can think about it. The line that gives the song his name is almost like you need somebody to be a bad guy so you can call somebody a bad guy so you can feel better about yourself. So I'll be your bad guy and I'll jerk your shit.
Facts.
Whoa.
I'll take your shit out. Anyway, sorry. Cameron's gonna kill me for that one.
That was crazy.
Wow.
They went with it. They went full Mason Cam on me.
Sorry, man.
It's all good. All good, man. That's funny.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah, dim the lights a little something first, man.
Yeah. It happens.
Yo,
Sorry, man.
nothing is safe no more. A man can't eat a hot dog no more.
You know what I mean?
I'm counting, bro. It's on me, man.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of things like that where you can turn them around and think about it in different ways. Just thinking about all the different positives and negatives of help and what help can do for you and do to you. It's I don't know. There's a lot, man. There's a lot going on in the project, and it's under a half hour, 28 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, quick in and out. And like you said, help. I think help hurts more than it helps. In all honesty, because like for example, like my boy's father passed away, and people are trying to give this guy advice. It's like you have your dad in your life. How you can't even come from a place to understand where he's at. Like you could give positive advice and lead him in the right direction, but until you felt that, how can you relate to that? And you know what I mean? Like we can all just be positive, that's sure, but until you've been in this situation, how can you even explain to someone what you're going through? You know what I mean? Like
yeah. I've always thought about that shit. Just that, like in high school, I was very cognizant of that shit. My friends we would talk, and I'd be like, what I want to do is be a part of a group of friends that are all striving and thriving and doing their best work, like to put yourself where you need to be. So when we get together, we can celebrate together. We don't have to fucking, mend our broken fences and shit because we're all, we're winning. So, um, and that's always been the mission, you know.
Absolutely.
So there's a difference between collaboration and help, you
Mhm.
know.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
For sure.
yeah, that's interesting. So what was the and the thing that happens when something bad happens to you like this and your leg gets broken is you have to kind of tell the story to people, or people in your life have to tell the story to people, and you end up getting all these weird ahs from like,
Oh, I hate that.
oh,
I hate it.
Yeah, I know you. I know you ain't fucking with that.
Yeah, there's a line, keep your sympathy. That shit makes me sick. I can't stand that shit. Like, yeah, whatever. It happened. We're here now. You know what I mean? Just
Mm.
move on. You know what I mean? I'm alive. I'm breathing. Life's good. Don't worry about it. It's like even still doing this little rap thing. Thanks for asking, because like I don't want to tell people I rap. You know how
right,
hard of a
Yeah.
conversation that is on a day to day, and then on to double down and be like, I'm one of the best. And people like, are you on radio? Are you on daytime radio? Like, no, I don't have a phone right
Yeah.
now. I'm sorry. Like it's there's a lot of back and forth with this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You'll
yeah,
hear it in the album.
Dichotomy of it. Hell yeah, for real.
Yeah.
yeah. This is like they'll ask the basic channels like, are you an XXL freshman or like, and you're like, it's not, it's not like that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Um,
it's always, are you on the radio? It's like, yeah, I am on this radio station at this time. Oh, aren't you on daytime radio? Because I don't have $250,000 to play my song every hour. You know what I mean? Like
right,
that's
right,
how
right.
the
Dude,
story
Rounder, you
comes
still
into it.
listening to daytime radio?
Mm.
Know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then
And
those are the same people who be like, there's no good hip hop. Like, no, you don't go look for it. You don't care. You know what I mean?
right.
Like,
I mean, and when sometimes people would ask me, like, who's the most famous person you've interviewed? And I'm like, famous to me and famous to you are two different things.
Right, for real.
Mhm.
You know,
Perspective. Yeah.
it's not, you know, it's just not, there's popular rappers, and I would keep telling people there's only like three popular rappers. Everybody else is niche.
Right. That's a good point.
hmm.
I can walk around and find lots of people who don't know who Freddie Gibbs is.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, trust me. We're down here in Texas. A lot of people haven't heard of any of the artists that we work with.
Right. And so
So
it's, and underground, I was thinking about underground versus pop today, and I was thinking about like one of the key differences is I feel like if you just listen to pop rap, I feel like you've given up on listening to the verses.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
listen for the hooks, you listen for the ad libs and shit, you listen for the special pause lines, right? Like the Drake ones that he does where he's like, I only love my bed and my mom, I'm sorry. Like that kind of shit. You listen for that shit, but you're not listening to verses.
Mm.
But that's how it's always been though. Like even
Yeah.
before social media and all the segmented niche markets, like there's always been the casual listener who listens to music on the way to and from work, or if there's a party going on, and then there's people that used to spend their whole check buying CDs. I just happen to be the latter, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
Right.
it's always been like that. So my dad got me faceplate stereo for my first car. Um, that was the last time I listened to the radio. I was a junior in high school, so I've been listening to the music that I curate for myself since high school. And anybody that's music heads, they do the same. But people that don't really love music, that's how they give it. We're not making music for them anyway, so it works out.
It's I can't bring myself to listen to like a playlist. You know what I mean? Like somebody's playlist. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear your playlist. Like I rather just listen to what I'm finna play. Like, you know what I mean? Like
that's why we don't DJ. Like, I don't care what y'all want to hear. I'll be at this party playing Bob Deep, 12-year-old my nephew. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be at this. I'm playing old Wu-Tang or something. You know, so. But that's just we don't worry about, and the truth of the matter is when you are a music lover or an aficionado, like, you can understand why some of the pop songs or the more popular songs work, and you can enjoy them too. It's like, it's not like a disdain. They make it to where you have to be, either you're into the avant-garde music or you're into pop. Like, no, I like a lot of I like Zillionaire Doe, or some of the local artists around Dallas, and trap rappers or whatever you call them. I like that stuff too. I like the Metro Boomin new album. So it's just about having a taste level, and everybody doesn't have that taste level, and that's okay.
Yeah, and it's not like, it's, by the way, it's not regional, right? Like, Maxo Cream should be way more important.
Right.
That's a spitter, right? But like, is not, people don't care about the verses, dog. They don't care. It's not what they're doing.
Which is true and it isn't, because at no point in time ever, and this applies to Drake too, has the best rapper not been a rapper. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, Drake has the hits, but he has the 8 a.m. in Charlotte's. He has the all the timestamps. Like, yo, he raps.
He raps.
30 for 30 freestyle.
The biggest artist. Jay-Z, we don't need to talk about Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Same with Nas. Like, at no point has the best rapper not been a rapper. You know what I mean? It's just they've made that transition to make hits, which is
and if you've been around long enough, you notice that these things go in cycles. It's like, there'll be a critically acclaimed popular rap album, and then there'll be like some silly for the moment stuff, and we'll be like, man, where's hip hop going? Or it didn't used to be, like, why is it not as good as it used to? And then somebody comes with another, they always say hip hop's coming back. They done said that about 4 times since I started making beats. You know what I'm saying? So it's everything's been here. It's just about, like I said, certain taste level and certain intelligence and relatability. So it's just, music is a beautiful thing. So the people that love it, this is who we make music for.
Absolutely. Yeah, I used to, by the way, you guys were talking about playlists and DJing, and I was like, man, I used to really screw up house parties when I got the aux cable. Like,
right.
Because they'd be like, put on some Nas, and I'd be like, wait, and I'd put on Cormega, and it's mansplained Cormega. Dog, like,
that's tough though. That's fire.
I was trying to sabotage these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
All the time. So, yeah. But this is the craziest part, Juco, about the production on this. I was thinking about what the standouts do. Is these beats are so fucking cool. They're so cool. They, like, if this is the instrumental of this shit, you'd have to be in like a Cadillac in a sunny environment. The instrumentals are so fucking dope. And I was like, but now Juco's on them, so they're seething, the chill goes to seething. It's so that must have been a wild transition to be incapacitated, frustrated, get these beats that sound like, soulful and luxurious, and then just kind of pummel them. Like, what was the process?
Yeah, that's a testament to these guys and their character. This shit's, everything's smooth. Everything has taste and flavor, and everything's just like curated at such a high level that I'm like, yo, I'm not smooth. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm a working man. I got rough hands. That's how my shit comes out. You know what I mean? But I do have a very slick way of presenting those things. Like, universe jumper, a lot of parallels, couple lifetimes, but I wear it well. Like,
that's it, bro.
Everything, everywhere, all at once, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Start the verse off like that.
Poignant. That's what I'm saying. It's saying a lot without saying a lot.
Exactly. It's simple, but it's really not. You go back, like, I promise, man.
The one that fucked me up was the one where you were like, "I'm at home on any BPM." Like,
Yeah, float on any BPM you recommend, and then I can't be seen next to them because, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yes, different
Yeah,
lifestyle.
like
When you're a family man, man, it's just certain shit you ain't gonna be doing or
can't
be
be
around.
around certain things, man. I'm a solo entity. I'm not a part of no group. I'm not a part of no clique. I'm not a part of no, I got a lot of love for a lot of people, but I'm a solo entity. I do my own thing. I don't pop out. You're not gonna see me everywhere. You know what I mean? I gotta do my own thing. I gotta preserve what I got going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
and that's a testament to the standout same way. Because like you said, you heard my shit, you went back, you heard Bub Rock, who arguably is my favorite rapper. You know what I mean? And like these guys only work with seasoned veteran elite MCs. That's how I know I'm good. Because
right,
like
right,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah, for real.
that's fair. That's fair. And the parenthood thing is a part of this album in terms of um, one of the things about parenthood is like people stop being frustrated with you when you miss things. They just know. They're like, could you possibly come here? You know? And you're like, maybe, you know. But if you
Yeah.
don't, if you can't, shooting them a text, sorry, kids are being crazy. Everything's cool. Like you got no connection to it. So nobody counts on you to be anywhere anymore, which is kind of a weird experience. On top
I
of
can
that,
relate, man.
on top of that, your time becomes really important. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Your time is everything.
Of
Time is
course.
everything, and then it's like the thing that they might want you to come and attend might not be worth the the the
What they're
tension
taking
that'll
away
be
from.
waiting for you at the house. The kids that
Oh,
put ketchup on the wall or something, or broke something, and you come back all like, "Oh, I had fun with it. It was me, Juco, see that we was all kicking it," and like the face is broken or something. Like it ain't worth all that. So let me just scare. Let me just stay back with these kids. Read them a book, play with them, let them beat me up, and then go to sleep. I said kids.
That's fair. That's fair. No, it's
I'm in church.
that,
yeah,
that was
that's what it
crazy.
is.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
No, it's the time, and sometimes people would come up to me and be like, "How do you get all this stuff done having a kid?" And I'm like, "You don't know how much time is in your day. You're still not even grasping that shit. Like you got breaks at work. You know what I mean? You got shit you
Yeah, that when people tell me that, I realize people don't really love what they do, or they don't care enough to make time. Like there's 20, everyone has 24 hours, man. If you can't make that work to chase whatever dream you have, you don't want it enough. You know what I mean? Like I love this shit. And I don't care if I'm corny, I don't care if I look a certain way, I don't care how no one perceives my love for this shit, but I love this shit and I make time for the things I love. You know what I mean?
right.
So anyone telling me, oh, I do this, I mean, I care. I have 1,000 things to do. I still make it work. You know what I mean?
Right.
Was this your first major injury, the breaking of the leg?
Good point.
Major injury, no. So
Okay.
like 3 or 4 years before this, I got run over and I fractured my face, spine, and chest.
Oh, damn.
And I was out of commission for I don't even remember how long, but this is my second like major injury, I'd say.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, did this injury did it have any effect on your perception of time?
Yes, only because I was laid up in the crib and my kids
Mhm.
were off school, so they were home, and I couldn't really give them my attention. Like me and my son would play Nintendo or whatever, but then he's like, "I want to go outside and play soccer. I want to go do this. I want to go do this," and then like my wife and the kids are gone, and I'm like here with myself, like it's a
Mm.
task to go to the washroom, and I'm like, bro, this can't be. You know what I mean? I'm like, as soon as I'm walking, I'm gonna play soccer again. I'm gonna do this. Again. I'm gonna do that
Right.
again.
Right.
No, so now that I'm back moving, I don't waste a second for nothing for no one.
Mm.
I really take I value my time a lot more now, 100%.
To the discussion we were talking about, right? It's like the way I would put it in terms of maximizing time, it's like lots of people get a layup, go to the hoop and get a layup.
Mhm.
But Kyrie sees different pockets, chambers, different worlds where he can go get that layup in ways you don't even see, right?
Exactly.
He's taking full advantage of space and time to get layups in ways you would never even think of. And so when you do that with your own day and you're optimizing and you're getting everything you can out of it, and balancing the family and all that shit, you realize being busy's kind of cool. Like things
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yo,
things move quickly, you
most
know?
men who retire die within a few years, no? Isn't
Right.
yo, you have to be busy. As men, we have to occupy our time. We need things to do. We need hobbies. We need things. We have to have things for ourselves. Like whatever
That's
that
true.
may be, you have to. You want to play cards? Go play cards. Like you got to do something. Like
Yeah.
we need
That's real.
insane. I'm telling you, man. And it's either gonna go one of two ways. Either you become a simp fuck boy, or you're gonna hurt somebody. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, either way. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you ain't lying. That's
Yeah.
pretty accurate.
Yeah. I mean, so when you're busy, the day moves way quicker, and the
quicker.
end of a busy day feels good. Feels really good. Like,
Yo, I started
Yeah.
only smoking weed after work, and it got to a point where like I would get so high I had to stop smoking weed. Like, Jesus Christ, like like, and I had to dial it back and like add some grabba. You know what I mean? Like, it really changes your time management when you're dialed in like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so what you realize is having too much time and being bored is painful as shit.
Mm-hmm. I hated it. I don't know how people do it. I don't know
Painful
how people
as
have nowhere
shit.
to go every day. I could never do that. That couldn't be me. I'm sorry.
And
And
it's
that's
a good way to get depressed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how that idle mind. Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
idle hands, man. Devil finds work for idle hands.
Yeah.
It's in our nature to either be hunting some food to eat or some ass. It's in our nature. Like
That is pretty.
If you're not doing something to get to one of those two things, like you said, you're gonna be a couple
That's pretty-
boy hurt somebody.
That is pretty accurate. Yes,
It's in our nature. We gotta do stuff.
it's a science. This isn't
Yeah.
misogyny or anything.
Hunter gatherer shit on the
Right. It's still in us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sure.
no, that's so yeah, you can feel this and you can feel the willpower of this. Like Juco would be a very good Green Lantern. Willpower in Break a Leg it's like I am going to take this time that is killing me and I'm going to mold it into something, a weapon. I'm going to throw it back at you
No, for sure.
so
For
that
sure.
so that I don't get killed by this fucking thing.
For sure.
Yeah, it's awesome. Good times, man. What was
And just to speak to the willpower, like even I mentioned on the album, just with the perks alone, the perks they're perks. They fucking do their job. Got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm taking 3 a day, now I'm taking 6 a day. And I'm like, oh, these I feel wonderful. Like I don't feel no pain. And then one day I'm just like, yo, as soon as the perks were off, the pain's still there. I'm like, what am I doing? Like now I'm just being an idiot. So I threw them shits out.
Good. Thank God. I didn't know that.
I'm like, yeah, no, these. I caught myself like, oh, you're falling into this trap. Like, don't, yeah.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I would have been pissed if you like would have turned into a perkhead. I'd have been like, bro,
no, I could. Yo, honestly,
chill the fuck out.
You know what's crazy? I broke my leg. That shit hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just remember screaming "fuck" like as loud as I could. But I got picked up by the ambulance, and I live on a dirt road, and they drove me on that dirt road, and the bones were just doing this, bro. That's the worst pain I've ever experienced. I literally was grabbing both. There was two things. I was holding them like, yo, I swear to God, like, yo, I didn't even know what to think. I was like, I need drugs. Give me anything right now. I'll take any. I don't care. I'll sign whatever. That was the worst.
That's legit.
Yeah. I'll never forget that shit. That hurt more than the break. Was just feeling the bones like, oh
damn.
Oh,
shit. There wasn't nothing they could do about it.
Nothing. They just sat there like, hey man, we can give you fentanyl. I'm like, no, I'm good on fentanyl. I'm like, no, it's not like that. Like it's legit fentanyl. I'm like, what's
I know.
What's legit fentanyl? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But yeah,
talk to me about the difference. You know, like I would want to know about that.
Yeah, I was like, break that down. But no, the perks, I got the
the
perks.
same thing. Came
Yeah,
from somewhere. Shit.
exactly. No, you gotta be careful. And they want you on that shit. Like as soon as it works out, they're like, "Oh, do you need more?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "You're sure you're good? You don't want like this or that?" I'm like, "No, I'm good." Like I don't know why you're trying to
That's how
Isn't
it
it weird
goes.
to get that? It's weird to get that pitch of like, this isn't the bad girl fentanyl. This is like the good sister fentanyl that gets good
Yeah,
grades. I'm like,
yeah,
fuck that whole family. Okay,
yeah, exactly,
I'm not
exactly. They're related. Exactly,
right.
exactly.
I'm not into that shit.
Anything
So
killing that shit.
were you in pain or physical discomfort when you were writing this project?
Yeah, only I'd say for the first 4 months because
Yeah.
I had the plaster cast for 4 months and they put a plate with screws and all that shit, but like you could feel the shift, you know what I mean? Like
Ugh.
so like you could feel it move, like it was very uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. And in the hospital, like my wife tells me to this day, it's really funny, but they tell you to like piss laying down. Like they're like, we'll give you a catheter and just piss. I'm like, no, I'm getting up. Like I have to get up. They're
Oh,
like, no, just lay down. I'm like, no, I'm gonna piss on myself. I'm in my 30s. Like, you know what I mean? You're telling me to die young? Like, no, I'll get up. I'll figure this out. You know? Like I'm stubborn that way. Where it's like, yo, whatever my recovery time is, I'm gonna shorten it. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do.
Yeah, let's go,
I,
man.
I overexerted myself for sure, but yes, I was in some physical pain.
Yeah, you definitely don't want your mind to get comfortable pissing laying down either.
Yo, to tell you the truth, I physically couldn't do it. Like I sat there, I was like, all right, and I just mentally was like, no, get up, don't be a bitch.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
I'm with y'all. I would be worried about loving it, like about like you get really into the process and you're like,
That's what I'm saying.
actually,
That's what I'm saying.
actually,
He'll be 100% recovered, sneaking 2 ounce liters. I mean 2 liter bottles of piss and shit.
Nurse.
got me horizontal in the bathroom. Fucking, what the fuck's going on? I don't want to find out anything about that. In terms of more than I do. But yeah, no, this one of the reasons this connected with me, I think Kay knows this, but like I tore a few ligaments in the back of my leg, my right leg. And it fucked up my ability to do stuff. This was in May.
Mm.
And but I'm like very strategic, I'm very like thinking about, okay, what do I do? Can I use the wall when I walk? Can I like, how am I going to do this? And I went through this process of what I called resting it and testing it, just like fucking give myself time to crash out, but also like now it's time to try and go on a walk. Like fuck that. Um, and balancing that, and it was a pain in the ass. And I think people around you kind of they forget that you're going through it a little bit sometimes, and they're like, "Come on," and you're like, "I can't." Fuck.
Yep. That happened this May.
Yeah, yeah,
So you're still recovering.
yeah. I'm doing pretty good, man. I just got on the running bike today, and did pretty good. Did a mile at a pretty good pace. Uh, so I'm getting it back. It's like one really strong, confident leg and a shaky teenager leg, you know?
Take my strong.
Yeah. So the chin hair's coming in and everything. I'm just trying to get that boy growing again. But yeah, it's been a thing. But when I went to see the doctors and describe my process, they were like, "You're doing everything right." Like just because I had been in my head about what I wanted to do and thinking about it so much. It was wild.
Yeah, it consumes you, eh? That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. I always think I can think my way through whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
That's my so
Yeah, that's the youth in us, man. Getting injured as an adult is fucking way fucking worse. It don't matter what it is.
yeah, dude.
You got nobody to take care of you. Yeah, shit. You gotta figure that shit out. Sucks.
Yep. Kid time moves different. You know what I mean?
Take care. Everyone around you gonna be like, look at you. What are you doing? You grown. Shouldn't be doing that.
Yep. Yeah. No, the one that was hard on the family though, Juco, my son got a concussion playing soccer.
Oh,
Damn.
He got a concussion and he prevented a goal.
oh, God
He
bless.
went up, prevented the goal,
Is he
uh,
good?
and he like didn't, the ref kind of took him out of the game after a while, like because his coach didn't see everything that happened. But he was later on. I was talking to him like in the car. He couldn't remember what happened in the game. We're like, oh.
Damn. Damn.
So we got him. And it was like this is a concussion and all that shit. And it was weird because his friends didn't have any fucking context for what that was. You know,
Wow.
Really?
he was like a little kid. Like he was not. Yeah, he was like 10, 11 years old. He didn't. His friends hadn't had concussions, so
Yeah.
they were like, "Why aren't you good again?" Like because it's not like a broken elbow with a cast. It's just like your brain.
Yeah. Was everything all right, or was it more? Was there underlying issues, or?
No, he was good. Like it just prevented him from doing a lot of the shit that he loved doing. You know,
Mm.
and his teachers were kind of like, "You're a pain in the ass now because you're," you know. So he had to traverse that shit, but like a fucking gangster, dude, and didn't hold against anybody in anything. I would have been like, because he came back after he got terrible grades during the concussion. They gave him terrible grades. Then he recovered and he was on honor roll next fucking quarter.
Wow.
I would have been walking around like in your fucking face. He had none of that energy. He was like all groovy. It was
That's dope.
composure, man. Composure.
Mm.
But yeah, going through an injury is crazy, and this is a really great album for that. There aren't certainly not a lot of hip hop albums about coming back from this kind of direct physical vulnerability.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't know of any albums, but I'd say the best song is probably "Through the Wire." That's
Right.
Yep.
Sure.
that's a solid dealing with whatever he was dealing with at the time. He killed that. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite songs ever.
100%.
Yeah.
So that was partial. Like, I'm not gonna say Kanye inspired anything because that these days doesn't go well.
Right.
That is a partial influence on, because I did get run over and I didn't want to make any music then. I was like, this is corny, like this is an injury. Let me just, get back to where I am. But with the broken leg, like everything else was fine. So I'm like, let me talk about it.
You're right.
Mm.
That's crazy. And by the way, the standouts are also a big part of what is to me the centerpiece Juco album.
Mm.
Raised Right.
Yeah.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
I don't think, for my money, I don't think there's an album that's more Juco than Raised Right.
There isn't. There isn't. And like it's not unfortunate. It's just Details came out 2 months later. So that kind of overshadowed Raise Right in a way, but Raise Right is like my magnum opus of me collecting and hoarding beats over the years and really piecing together an album. And guys, I've never said this to you guys. I'm sorry, but I know I'm hard to work with because, like they said, they've been sending me beats and there's no communication. And one day I'm like, we have an album. So,
I know you're not lying about that.
So like I could only assume like we need this beat back, like, or I don't know, you know what I mean?
No, actually, well, at that time, bro, the beats I was sending you, I wasn't sending anybody else anyway. So
Thank God. Thank God.
nah, like because I couldn't hear anybody else approaching those type of beats. Like I said, I got familiar with Juco off of the Tiffany Joints project.
Yes, it's crazy.
With that, you know what I'm saying? And so that's when I was like, oh, this dude is serious. And that was when Juco spoke about making time for what you really want and being like, that's what you can hear in the music more so. I mean, skill level, obviously he could rap, But when I came across Juco, one thing you can say is he's serious about this. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds that way. He approaches it that way. So at the time, 2018, that's all we looking for, like somebody that's serious, because we not playing. Ain't nobody playing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sound. So even now, as far as like Juco saying he hoard beats, like you ain't hoard nothing, because if I send it to you, it's for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So
I
take your
appreciate
time. You know. So
I
but yeah,
appreciate that. I appreciate that. 'Cause
sure.
on that same album, and I'm not gonna name nobody, but another producer came to me and was like, "Yo, you've been holding this," and I'm like, "Here's the song," and he's like, "When's it dropping? I'm gonna send it to this guy." I'm like, "This guy." Like, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
like,
nah, we
so
was
I just dropped the
No,
song, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I just dropped the song, and then I dropped the album later. But I'm like, yo, like, you're gonna give it to this guy? Like, come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's that's
But
why
you're
it's
absolutely right. That's the magnum opus for me. Like, that's my most curated piece to date. Like, you
right.
know what I mean? Everything vinyl. Like, there's two different covers vinyl.
yeah,
Like,
dope artwork.
yeah.
I have a question for the standouts. So I mean, we've interviewed a lot of producers, but typically it's like a single producer.
Oh,
How does the process how does the process of two people producing work? What's your guys' process look like?
So we're cousins, first cousins, and
Mm-hmm.
so I'm 7 years his senior,
Mm-hmm.
and so we've been working like he saw. I've been making beats since I was 15. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm.
when I used to work at a community center, and I was a rec leader, and he was in the community center as a camper. It was a summer camp. So we used to when I used to get off of work, he used to go to the crib with me. His mom would pick him up from the crib. So of course, all I do is
Uh,
music. I get to the house, I'm making beats. It went from like we're listening to dope music in the car on the way to the house. I'm making beats, and he's watching, and I'm like, "Yo, try to do the drums on this, and or try to chop this sample up, and I'll do the drums." So long story short, we both are we're self-contained units, but we've worked together in all of the combinations. So now there's a sound that we've cultivated from years of working together, being roommates. You know what I'm saying? Getting real high, just trying stuff, riding around and listening to MF Doom. Like this is
right.
all curated for decades. So we're like, if you want to have like certain roles, we're both producers, but uh C Dot is like more the engineer of the duo, and also the I say he's the soul because like he's kind of like Juco. Him and Juco have that in common where like they'll figure out how to do anything by themselves. So it's like we'll sit around and be like, man, we need somebody to shoot a video for such and such. And then next thing you know, C Dot, he done downloaded some software. He learned how to shoot videos. Or like, man, we just
Right.
need a rapper to come and sit with us and we can record them and stuff. Then he learned how to engineer. So like,
Mm.
he's done artwork before, what I'm saying? So it's like he's the creative, and so that's the role we play. I'm just kind of like the people person that chop it up. I go
Mm.
and shake hands and kiss babies, as they say, that type of thing. But more the diplomatic guy of the duo and stuff. So
Yeah, but as far as like the output is, as far as like how the beats sound between me and him, you wouldn't really be able to tell the
right,
difference.
and I'll say all that to say because that's my point. Is because we've done. We've collaborated everywhere you collaborate. He did the drums, I did the sample. He did the sample, I did the drums. I made the beat, he arranged it and sequenced it, or vice versa. So now like I said, we've cultivated the sound, so you can't tell who did what, but
Like
we
a
both do
mind
everything.
meld kind of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's awesome. No, it's good to have a collective of people who are like know that they're going to get past the finish line, right?
Mm.
Like sometimes artists are working together and they're hoping they'll get
Yeah.
it done and they'll get it done the way they want. But once you have enough skin in the game and you have that sweat equity experience, eventually you hit a confidence level where you're like, doesn't matter what you throw in front of me, I'm getting to the finish line on this. This
Right. And that's the point. Like that's the culmination of everything. So now, and we're both type B people, like personalities. So we're like we don't put pressure on ourselves like that because we know that we could, say we're gonna, like you said, the proverbial finish line, we're gonna get there. So like I've seen C Dot find a sample. I've seen this with my own eyes. Find a sample, chop the sample up, make a beat, write something to it, punch yourself in, record, and then shoot the video on the phone. And he did that in one fell swoop, and I seen it with my own eyes. So it's like if we have a project or something like that, like we can, like I said, when we send the Juco beats, like I might send 6 beats. I know he gonna pick 4 of them because we know what we doing. You know what I'm saying? So we're not burning the midnight oil like, oh no, Juco's he's gonna be disappointed. I'm like, no, we know what we doing. So that's just decades of working together.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good stuff, baby. That's powerful. To have the part of the reason Raised Right, I think, is the most JUCO project is that the Guy Ritchie character of it,
Mm-hmm.
in a way, JUCO is a really great Guy Ritchie character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of a very Vinnie Jones, situation.
Mm-hmm.
And so that really helped. But like the themes, you pick themes that make sense for you. Gorgeous George,
Yeah.
as a comparison point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and as you said, I used to walk around telling everybody art should be done in a dark room alone. Like I was walking around the poetry reading, telling everybody, you guys think you're cute. The art should be done in a dark room alone.
Yeah, yeah. When I hear poetry meeting, I think of I don't know if it's 21 or 22 Jump Street, but slam poetry. You know what I'm talking about?
Thanks.
Yeah, yeah. I was around some slam poetry for sure, for
No,
sure.
but I agree with that because I hate when I show up to the studio and there's mad people there and they're like, "Oh, yo, we're all chilling." And I'm like, "No, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the prima donna. I'm like, you want me to rap? I'm not doing this with everybody here. Like, and it's not that I'm embarrassed or nothing because it's usually the dogs and it's usually people we know and love. But it's like, yo, why are we here? Like,
We creating. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, if me and the producer are the only ones really doing anything, who's paying for the session? It's usually fucking me or the producer. Why
Right.
are all you guys here? Everyone's just smoking and drinking and on the phone. I always make it a point, like, yo, don't post nothing in my sessions. And I always see a post go up. And I'm like, yo, what do you guys do? Like, I take this serious. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm tired of the fucking, like, yo, we rap, but not really, but kinda, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm at, I don't do all that. Like, I make music. All the extra shit, I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of everyone who like does this with the music. Like, I'm not interested. We really take this music serious. You know what I mean?
Real for real.
And just to bring it back to your point, these guys don't even need me. You heard what he said. See that rap on his own shit, shoot the video. These guys don't need me. You know what I mean? Like, so the fact that they don't need me makes it better that we're working together because it's like we can only go up from here. You know what I mean?
Right.
For sure.
Everybody can push themselves even further, knowing that everybody involved is a samurai with this shit, and we'll get it done.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
It's what it's kind of like. It's kind of like basketball. It's like we're like Chris Paul. We throwing the alley oop, and Juco coming through on this Blake Griffin every time. So that's really what it is. It's like like I said, chopping it up with Juco. It's kind of like I know what he's trying to. I know the point he's trying to prove. Like even with the production, right? You'll say it's smooth, right? But if you listen to those bass lines is they heavy. So there's the juxtaposition even in the music. There's the dichotomy even in the music. But that's that's the point. So yeah, that's all. It's all like you said, another surface level. Everything is intentional, layered, and it only takes like if I could send. This how it goes. I could send Juco a pack right now, and let's say he picks 2 of those. I know how the next album gonna go off after that. Like I know what we doing, and it's just like that. That's the chemistry, and so
And that also come from like he said, going back to curating your own music since high school, like really understanding albums and like sequencing and
carrying.
like, you know what I'm saying? When somebody picks a certain pack, it's like, okay, we know where to go from here from now. Cause it's like I'm saying, we've been doing this 20 plus years, you know what I'm saying, together. Like, so we got over probably over 5,000, maybe 6,000 beats, you know what I'm saying? And like, so when it comes to picking out and curating an album, or an artist pick certain things, like an artist like Juco, you know that his album is going to make sense with, you know what I'm saying, what he's already picked. He's not just going to pick a bunch of random different sounding stuff. So it's like, once we get there, we know where to go from there. That's why White Walls sound a certain way, and that's why this album sounds a certain way. It's like, you know what I'm saying, it's a taste, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what every album should have at the least. Like, you should have like a taste level that's just like, this reminds me of something, this makes me feel something, this takes me back to something, you know what I mean? And so, yeah.
Yeah, I was Juco. I remember when I was hanging out with my pothead friends back in the day, and they were saying, and I told them, I don't like movies that are just trying to fuck with me, right?
Like Shutter Island.
and so they were like, you must hate David Lynch, and I was like, nah, man. Like, if David Lynch was here, I could hand him a beer and he could explain everything that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I have complete faith that David Lynch knew what the fuck he was trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a little bit of that with your album, right? With anybody's album. If I press play on the album, I want to know you know what the fuck you're doing.
Right.
And I can tell. I've listened to a lot of albums, right?
That's
like
really high praise. I'm not gonna lie. David
I can
Lynch.
tell who's like throwing songs together and who's like, I know how this flows into this. I know how the end of this goes into the beginning of that. You know,
Yeah.
I know my.
I don't even feel like you should be able to upload an album to a DSP if it don't got a theme, if it ain't connected together. Like, you should have to go through a checkpoint or something like that. And be like, nah, man, you go back and you go back and you try to take this song out, and try again. Like, I feel like it should be, you know what I mean? Just some type of gatekeeping about the quality of the shit that's coming out.
You know, but or not, or like, let the let it all be
cream rise to the top. Pause.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? But like, but nah, for real, like one, and this goes back to both the things we have in common. Like, Juco really cares, so it's like, even when we put this project together, we all collabed on the sequencing and like picking out songs, like the number of songs. Like, I was like, hey, I'm gonna send you another pack. We need a couple more, like, to make this, like, the number of songs were important, and just even him getting Finn to mix and master the project, like, that's going above and beyond. The dude's dope, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we not BSing, and that's what makes it so fun, and it's a fun process to work with Juco, because we don't know when the album gonna come out. We don't know, but we know it's gonna be official. We know it's gonna be something serious, and we know that, like, okay, I'll give you the when I knew the thing, like, what we were doing was something for real and something special. Is like, White Walls dropped in 2019, and these were the first beats I sent them, right? Or we sent them and all that. The first time we worked together, and the album came out, and he got hurt for real the first time, and so we weren't able to really work the record like that, and he kind of got ghost because he was messed up, you know what I'm saying? So when he came back, and we said everything that was going on, and we put the vinyl out. We put the vinyl out in 2020. That was a year later. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's still sold out, and it was a year old at that time. So we were like, oh, like, people really, like, this is legit. So that's, ever since then, it's like, something's gonna come of it in a positive manner. We just gotta make the music.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, so what was the first song? Like, what like are these songs all from one pack? Or did you send like multiple? Okay. So what was like the first song that you guys really developed together?
Oh, let me tell you. The first song he sent was "Break a Leg," the intro.
Regular. Okay.
Whoa, yeah, I
That's
felt
it.
like that.
And we were like, "Oh, okay, I see what we doing. You in the house mad? Okay, we about to flood you with the craziest. Said that's where it went. And then after that, it ended up being no, I don't even know the word after that. I know that Winterlude. I remember he sent that. If I'm not mistaken, that was the day you recorded it. You sent it over, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying, and that's when I was like, "Oh, this is like Winterlude is my favorite
Mine
song
too.
on the project, just because I just so happened to be at a dance competition with my daughter, and we were just leaving like getting something to eat. So I'm with my wife and kids for real, and he sent it, and I'm playing it, and that's the first time I heard it. I was with them, and I was like, like this is like legit. We really doing this. It was like legitimizing. My wife heard it and stuff, and it was cool. So I knew we had something, and from there, like I said, break a leg. Once we knew the theme and what happened, how he messed his, how he was in the cast, we already knew what was up.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, it's it's such an interesting process to put this together. Um, and Kay, what do you have any favorite runs of songs?
I mean, I really loved Up and Down. I think
Mhm.
I loved the hook. That's one of my favorite hooks, just the delivery of it. And it really, to me, it encapsulates the whole album to me, Up and Down.
Right.
So I would say, the run for me was like Winterlude, Up and Down, and Motion.
Right.
God damn.
That's a
Me
good
and
one.
Kay been doing this a long time. We know what the deal. I was gonna say 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
What's that? Better.
Start with better.
It's better when you
Winterlude.
load up and down.
Winterlude
Yeah.
up and down.
Yeah.
I was
So-
talking about that
so-
before.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all the exclusive right now because I don't even know. I'm gonna let
Okay.
these guys. It's better and up and down the same sample.
No. It just no, it's not.
Okay, 'cause they sound like sisters.
Yeah, that's what we just said. We were like, it's like but the thing about it is, see, Juco could have fumbled that because they do sound alike, but he had that Winterlude. So
Right.
when you hear up
Yep.
and down, that's why you say up and down encapsulates
Mhm.
the whole album is
Yeah.
because it's like the sisters like so better it's like the process is like better is like literally about trying to get better and getting back in this game and stuff like that. Then Winterlude, and then it's up and down. It's like literally up and down, and so it's just like it worked out, and that's a testament to Juco, But no, that's not the same sample. It's kind of set up the same way, and it might be the same artist, but it's not the same song.
Don't matter. We knocked those out the park.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank God, because I was like, those do sound alike, but that's Juco's fault. Nobody told him to pick them two beats.
Yeah. I love that. I love that.
But I think to me, up and down is amazing.
Yeah.
I think Winterlude is the centerpiece of the album for me, just because it's so beautiful and so cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cold.
It reminds
And
me of
that's
that
the
movie
album.
Century.
That's the whole project.
Yeah, listen, you guys see me, I was smiling ear to ear because Winterlude was supposed to be cold. That's all
It's cold.
Better was up, Winterlude was down, up and down was like, you see what I'm going through?
Yeah, the
Mm.
dichotomy.
Hey, the fact that you said that means the world to me because that means you understood the album. Even if it was just one playthrough, two, whatever. You really understood what I was presenting. So that means a lot to me.
Yeah. It's a journey. It's an emotional and physical journey.
And we got there because, like,
crazy.
I mean, I don't know. Can you see this?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Like, do you see this?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Show the test. We got test presses too, though.
You know how many calls I got about this?
That's
Like,
awesome.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at that.
I
Go
got
test press. Look at that.
Ooh.
X-ray right
This is
there.
product. I'm
And,
vinyl, man, for real.
and by the way, should give a shout out to Chong Wizard.
Yes,
Yeah.
look up Chong Wizard. From
Shout out
2019
Chong, man.
to now. Come on, man.
A fantastic business person who just is about business,
Mhm.
but also someone who has more faith in Juco than most people that I've ever ran into. Like just an undying understanding of what Juco's doing, you know?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. No, I gotta honestly, like you said, you hit the nail on the head because it is niche, like you say, and
Right.
my numbers aren't the numbers. You know what I mean? We don't do those numbers, but
right,
for guys who dropped an album with no real budget, no real marketing, same day as Alfredo 2, same day as Late to My Own Funeral,
right.
and we're still halfway there, maybe a little further than that. I'm
Yeah.
proud of what we can accomplish here. You know what I mean? And imagine if we had some budgets to run numbers and promote things the way these guys do. And I'm not taking away from none of them. Those are both great albums. These guys are great artists. Those are great rollouts. But like, we have less than a quarter of what they have, and we're here,
Right.
man. The
Yeah.
music speaks for itself.
And the thing about this project is that like I feel like it's a situation where like our if our project drops on a Friday, like a couple weeks ago, we're still just getting new feedback. People are circling back, like y'all listen to it and y'all are like, oh wait, this is actually y'all, people are just now really like catching on and getting familiar with what we're doing. And so this is a slow, like our projects, we consider them slow burns. And so we just, like I said, White Walls, we released it on vinyl a year after it dropped on streaming services everywhere, and it's sold out. And so like, this album, and people ask, we are repressing White Walls. Like people still want that album,
Right,
and
right.
and so it's the same thing. I feel like Break a Leg is gonna do the same thing. People be like, even a couple weeks from now, like, oh, this album is crazy, or you know, and there's a lot of our audience is grown men with jobs, so people might get paid the next check, and what I'm saying, go shop with
Right,
us.
right,
You know
right.
what I'm saying? This check might not be the check. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying? This
yep.
rent just passed.
Right.
So, so we know all that.
You have to be like, I'm gonna get him next time, you know?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I got a gift card coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, and everyone asking to hold one. I can't wait till you watch this. I'm not holding nothing. The standouts not holding nothing. Sean
Yeah.
Wiz not holding nothing.
No,
The link
nothing,
is
bro.
there. You go through the checkout. You cough up some bread and you buy the fucking record, man.
And don't think you got all the time in the world, because people are shopping with us, like they're buying this vinyl, and it's surprising the heck out of me. But it's very humbling. Like like we've been starting to see the people post the stories of the vinyl coming in and the packs landing, and they're playing and they're excited about getting it and stuff. So it's like it's very humbling. So I'm just, like I said, it's cool to work with JUCO because we know that something's gonna come of it. Something
Right.
exciting. You know what I'm saying? Something bigger than just
Mm.
a project that comes and goes and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah.
There's so much money in our lives that goes to foolishness,
Mm-hmm.
right? That
Mm-hmm.
goes to utter foolishness. Like, just don't buy the Krispy Kreme Crocs and buy the Juco vinyl, and it's great. It's a great decision.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The Kay, do you have other questions?
No.
This is great, guys. I love this. So we're gonna go to recommendation corner where we just talk about the stuff we've been listening to and enjoying. There's so much that I've been bumping. So, um, oh, so what happened to me? Um, I just kind of put out, "Hey guys, I was off. I was off work, and I was like, I'm gonna just send big fish emails and email big important people who are not going to come on the show to see if they would. You know, like that's going to be my day today. Uh, and then Big Stowe, who's just this big important, representative for artists in the underground, retweeted it and said opportunity, and all his people hit me with their shit. Um, and I was like, let's go. I'm off today. Fuck it. Like I'll plug in. Um, and man, there was some good shit. There was some good shit in there, dude. So I gotta give some love. Um, Household Betamax EP by Grand Ace Grand Ace One Word. Uh, really dope. Really dope. Let me see. There's also who's the other guy? So many people out there. Oh, okay. I went back to the 80s and I was banging Get Loose by Evelyn Champagne King.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was great. I loved that. Um, who was the other guy? I gotta see them. Maybe some. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Kids with Ambition by D Knight. Yeah, that was a great one too. I'm also gonna shout out some other standout stuff. Bulls versus Pistons, Water, and Ty Ferris.
Yeah.
Great
Yeah.
project. Great project.
Great
So,
shit.
yep, love them both. So yeah, standouts. What have you been bumping?
Yeah.
I've been listening to a little foreign music, sampling, getting some inspiration for some samples. So artists from all over. I'm looking through my little decks now. Some low budgets. I don't know how to. Some of the names I can't even pronounce. So a lot of that, getting inspired sample wise. Live at the disco, Marcus Fanon and
Uncle John.
Uncle John. That shit is fire. Been running that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Killer Be Killed by a rapper named Go Yayo out of Fort Worth. Uh, Shit, just all over the place, really, with it. But you,
I've been listening. I ain't gonna lie. I've been listening to the Real Game mixtapes.
Ooh.
I've been listening to yeah, that Uncle John. That shit is fire. Oh, V Don and dang,
Oh,
who
SD Mac, the Brap too.
FC Knack and V Don. Yeah, yeah.
Man,
I've been listening. I'm trying to cool with V Don. I be trying. I listen to him and see how I study because his drums are crazy. So I listen to him.
yeah, dude.
But yeah, I've been listening to that a lot. But man, Break a Leg, Lord Juco and the Standouts. I've really been listening to that a lot.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I really like sometimes. Okay, as a producer, as a creative, sometimes when you're in it and the song, it's like it's cool. It sounds dope, and it's a dope song. But sometimes when you like the time passes and there's like everything's died down, and the album's out now, and then you listen to it from an objective standpoint. That's when I finally be like, oh man, this is actually super dope. And that's when I catch all the bars. That's when I catch all like the theme, and it starts even making sense to me. So yeah, I've just been listening to and it's a really dope album. Like objectively speaking, like I know we produced it, but
It's like watching your own highlights, basically.
yeah.
Basically,
But like along like after some time passes, and saying like you ain't
yeah. After you finish your career,
yeah,
you finally watch shit out doing these things. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
because I ain't gonna lie. Listen, man. Like objectively speaking, like Slumlord is a really good fucking song, bro.
Good
Like
song, man.
that shit is fire, bro. Like I'm
Oh,
saying it like we didn't make the beat. Like that shit is objectively tough. I don't care who you are, what
What
you
would you
listen
each
to.
say is your personal favorites off of the project?
it's a good question.
My personal favorites off the project is Winterlude and Slumlord.
Yeah, mine is Slumlord and Help.
Help is crazy. Help is Juco. How did you do that? Like, yo, that's crazy, man. That like the way he approached it, we didn't see that coming, man. We was like, yo, Juco is not playing.
You gotta break a
Hugo
leg.
is one of the world's great antagonists. Like to be like, I'm gonna make a song about how I hate being helped,
Yep.
and it's gonna be dope.
But the flow, man, the flow when the beat switches, like that's what I'm saying. Like, if you listen to Help, it's structured like a song as far as the arrangement, the way he approaches it, the 16, and then he has a refrain. That's an actual song, like that. The way they teach song making in school and stuff. So it's like that's top level stuff, and it makes us all like look like super dope. Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that'd be a close third is Help. Just
And one of the reasons that the album is so listenable is the fidelity of your sonics. right?
Appreciate that. That's something we care about.
The standouts, it's clean, it's clear, it's in your face, it's in the room with you. It's not the underground is full of muddled stuff that people say is purposefully muddled, but none of us know whether it's just muddled because they can't fix it. You know, it's but you guys stand out because it's the fidelity is just
Yeah,
beautiful.
appreciate that. That means a lot because that's something that we consciously work on. Like I said, when we were roommates and stuff, like you know, I would literally, and we stayed on the third floor as of apartments. I would go to the truck and come back, like working on mixes and trying to get better at it. So yeah, so for you to say that, and that's also shout out to Finn for even doing the mastering and that part, man. He did his thing too. So it's just like I said, when you work with Juco, everybody that's involved in the project cares. And you're
Yep.
gonna see it in the artwork, you're gonna hear it in the mix, you're gonna hear it in the beats, you're gonna definitely hear it in the lyrics. So that's why, we'll wait, people gonna come around and be like, oh, this album's crazy, because it is, because we care, man. So
I hear you, man. The Juco, what are you bumping?
What am I bumping? XV by Bub Rock, produced by the Standouts.
Beautiful.
dang.
Flawless in terms of rap. I don't listen to a lot of rap because I don't want to draw from anyone. Like I intentionally try not to, you know what I mean? So I listen to a lot of reggae, a lot of old like fucking dance music, shit like that.
What reggae are you listening to?
I listen to everything, man, from fucking you name it, from Beanie Man, Barrington Levy, Buju to Vibes, Movado, fucking anything, all over. If you heard me listen, my kids know Bandolero Pinchers. I don't know if you guys know that record. My kids are white. I got two little white kids singing. It looks crazy, you know what I mean? But like, we listen to everything. Like we have a wide palette for everything. You know what I'm saying? So I try to draw inspiration from other genres as much as possible.
That's a great way to not get stuck. Yeah. Kay, what have you been rocking with?
Nothing new this week, man.
And it's good times. I've been I am home alone for a few days. My wife is with her family with the kid and all that, kayaking or whatever the fuck, all that shit. Maine is full of shit that I don't like to do. I don't like lobsters, I'm not like a nature guy. So I'm just here playing loud music, dancing in front of the cats, watching sports documentaries, getting my shit done. Got a whiteboard full of tasks to do. Yeah, but I'm very excited for Kay and I's trip to New York.
Nice.
And yeah, the show we're gonna throw on the 15th of August at Young Ethel's in Brooklyn. Yeah, it's insane that we were able to get the people we got. And yeah, we're just very lucky for the community that's embraced what we do.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Because I didn't really give a fuck if people did embrace it. I like covering the shit and getting it out of my head. So I was gonna be doing that shit anyway.
That's dope, man.
But yeah, it's beautiful, and I'm thankful for everybody that's really taken to it. So
Sure.
good times. Thank you everybody for for doing what you do. Support Lord Juco, the standouts, cop the vinyl.
Please.
You will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. Yeah.
Appreciate you for having us too, man.
Yeah,
It's not. It's
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
when talk to us. We don't take that. We don't take that for granted, man. It's cool that you even want to discuss the album and that y'all even listen to it and listen to it again and rock with it. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Juco, we getting any more soccer albums?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about these things.
Okay. Okay.
But I will say season 3 is done, and historically we've pressed them after the seasons are done, so I think I'm allowed to mention that one. Outside of that, Fayo's very particular about what I talk about, so there is vinyl on the way for season 3. The rest of it, I gotta talk to my partner in crime there.
That's a good. Yeah, I love those records because you're so nerdy about it.
Yep.
Like hard rapping statistics.
Yep.
It's so fucking dope. I'm like, no one goes this
No one
deep.
takes it that serious. You know what's funny is I did the Tongue Wizard record. Punisher Kills the Marvel Universe.
Yes, I remember
the one I did, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
I did that, and I did the deep dive. I read the comic book, and I referenced it as much as possible. I told the story, and I'm like, who likes this shit? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think it was gonna like do anything. And then fucking House Shoes hit me up, and he's like, "Yo, this is crazy." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Is this like house shoes?"
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy, man.
And I'm like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, you can rap." And I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't believe it. And with the soccer shit, like, if you watch, you'll appreciate it more. You know what I mean? Outside looking in, it's like these guys are, what the fuck are these guys talking about? But like the guys who actually watch and support, they love it. They eat it up. They pause. That was crazy.
Yeah, my son has gotten into it. My son has gotten me into it, and so yeah, I'm enjoying it now. I never thought I would, but yeah, awesome.
So you watch it? You watching now? Like you watch games?
I watch the games. Yeah.
Is it not the greatest sport ever? 45 minutes, no commercials, no ads, no, just uninterrupted live sports.
What I will say, you can feel the whole world watching when you watch soccer.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel, and it's like it won't even be the biggest game of that afternoon, but you can feel an incredible amount of people vested in it.
Mm-hmm.
That is just way beyond what you're watching in an American sport.
Oh yeah.
So you're like, the impact is crazy, Yeah. So it's super good. And by the way, I think the European soccer commentators are my favorite commentators in the world.
I agree and disagree. If you've ever watched, even if you play FIFA, put FIFA in Spanish. Okay.
Oh my god!
Just take my advice. Put FIFA in Spanish. You will feel so much more hype. This is when people break controllers and shit. they hype that shit up crazy. Like they're it's like they bet on the games. Like it's
there's this one Irish dude who will hit you with expressions I've never heard in my life.
Martin Tyler, I think that's.
And he's just like, he was like a shark in a wormhole. I'm like, what are we talking about?
Yeah. The analogies are insane. Yeah.
Insane. I love it. So, yeah. So that's credit to my son for getting me into that shit. But yeah, watch Premier League, get it done. Yeah. I don't have a pithy expression. I'm gonna drink pineapple juice.
What will tomorrow bring?